In this video, we're going to address choosing practicum experiences. There are several factors that ought to be considered when you're deciding what ought to be your practicum. The first is context. You ought to pay serious attention to the context in which you find yourself. For instance, what does your church or your ministry organization or your network focus on? Their area of focus may be something that you should take very seriously in your own development. Similarly, in the context, what might be some of the exigencies of your church, ministry, organization, or network? What are some of the pressing needs that they have right now? That may determine for you where it is you should be focusing right now. And then what are the leaders looking for? What is it that what do they seem to be needing? What are they wanting? There may be many, many things in the context that help you decide not just how you can learn from a practicum experience, but how your practicum experience can be beneficial for your church, ministry, organization, or network. A second factor is the student himself or herself. The idea of a student thinking about, well, what is it that I want to learn? What is it that I want to experience that will help me to learn? And that's generally comes internally from the student. However, that may not be the same as what you need to learn. Students should be paying close attention to mentors who are helping them identify what it is they need to learn, and then selecting practicum experiences accordingly. So we've got context, we've got students. There also may be aspects of the system that you're in that actually dictate some of your practicum experiences for you. For instance, many churches and networks will have ordination processes or licensure or some other form of ministerial commendation that calls for a certain type of learning. You may well be able to tie your practicum learning experiences to those systems. And you may want to think in terms of within your church, within your ministry organization, within your network, what are some of the characteristics of that organization? And let that be the thing that helps you to make sure that you're filling in the gaps of your own learning and development. And then lastly, think of things in terms of sequence. This is the way I would sequence your process. I would first of all start by thinking about what are the requirements, what are the needs, what are the primary things in your ministry context. Make sure that you're benefiting from those and that you're learning in those areas. Second then comes, I think, your own unique developmental needs. It's not one or the other, but it's doing both of them, but putting your own development as a part of the ministry context in which you are serving and studying.